These are the three mistakes that sellers make. Number one, they overprice. This is the biggest mistake that sellers can make, is pricing their property too high. It stems from a number of things. Usually it has to do with ego and them thinking that their house is worth more than it actually is. And I understand that, they have an emotional, personal connection to the property. They don't want to leave any money on the table. Let's use a hypothetical situation, like a client that I had really wanted to list his property for 1.9. It was worth 1,650 to 1,750 all day long. If you list it at 1.9, it's not that people couldn't come in and give you an offer for 1,650 or 1,7, but they feel, since you priced it so high, that they feel like they would be insulting you if they gave you an offer what they feel the value is. So you just hear crickets. That would be okay, except that the most important time period that you have when you launch a listing is that first 2 weeks. So that first 2 weeks is when you put all your effort into marketing. It's brand new on market, you have open houses, it's exciting, but you're at 1.9, so either people don't show up to your open house or they just ignore you after a while. So then 2 weeks go by when you say, hey, to your client, hey, you know what, we made a mistake, we priced it too high, we have to do a price reduction. Now, not as many people are paying attention. You change it to 1,795. There's a couple of people that are coming in and grinding you down. So what's happened here? You're negotiating downward with one or two people. It's not a very good position. You're playing defense and you're eventually going to sell it for value, but it wouldn't have been better to price it at like 1.6 or 1.55 and have people come in and go, wow, what a great deal. And now you have 5 people competing to give you 1.7 or 1.750. And then you get to choose your buyer. That's why overpricing is a huge no-no, but a lot of sellers do it because they just don't know. They think that that's the best way to do it, but it really ends up hamstringing them and really takes a lot of value out of the property. The second mistake that sellers usually make is they don't stage or clean their property properly for sale. Sellers don't see the property the same way. They've been living inside of it for so long, and maybe their idea of clean is not the same as someone else's idea of clean, and also their furniture and their decorations they think are great but are not appropriate for staging. I mean, typically we end up decluttering a lot, but that's really a big mistake that people make if they're not advised by an agent to kind of leave their stuff in there and not clean it properly. It really undermines your ability to like make a buyer really want it. As simple as this, like they don't put their shampoo out of their shower when they show the place. You walk into their bathroom and someone's living there with all their stuff and soap stains on the shower. But it's a very common mistake. It happens all the time. The third mistake that sellers make all the time is they try and cut corners and go a for sale by owner or go with a cheap agent because they think they're saving money. I've said in other videos that usually ends up being penny wise and pound foolish. They save $10,000 or $20,000 on commission to get bad advice and lose $100,000 to $200,000 on the sale. It seems logical that you wouldn't want to do that you'd want to go with an expert professional that would help you through that process, but some people are stubborn. They really think that they can do it themselves. They don't need to pay someone else, tens of thousands of dollars to sell their house. When you work with somebody who is experienced, they're going to advise that person how to price the property properly, talk about the different pricing strategies and what that experience is going to feel like so they can make an intelligent choice about what they want to do and what kind of results they want to get out of it. Investing a little bit in cleaning and preparing the property for sale, painting and fixing things, maybe that is going to cost them $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, but they're going to get an additional, say, $20,000, $30,000 or more out of that. Those are the 3 mistakes sellers make.